All right, guys, back at you with another Madden 20 video. You know, the best I can. I say that because obviously I don't have any real footage. You're looking at the footage, you know, that I had from EA Play, not my own, but the one that we saw in the stream. Just letting a little clip play in the background, man, just to give you something to look at visually. But what I'm going to talk about basically, man, is the ratings. You know, the rating stretch. You know, I've seen other people already make this video, but, you know, definitely want to share my thoughts as well and what it means to me. So obviously by now we know that the Madden team and the ratings team, you know, in effort to support and better support the superstar and superstar X Factor abilities, you know, they did a rating stretch, right? To where you're going to see, you know, a lot lower overall ratings, which I'm happy about because I've always felt that way about the game, that ratings were too high. You know, shout outs to my boy Neff1. A lot of you guys who follow me are familiar with him. You know, he's always or have always re-rated the rosters, and we enjoyed the way the game played with his rosters. I'm not going to give you his philosophy. You know, that's for him to know. But basically, his intent was exactly what's happening here, to separate players. You know, a starter goes out, you're going to know that that starter is not in the game. As well as some of you guys are familiar with the FBG rosters. Some of you guys rocked out with their rosters, and their biggest thing as well was reducing the overall ratings, and I always supported that effort, you know. So it's good to see that, you know, the Madden team is finally caught up to, you know, what the community has been asking for a long time in terms of ratings, and it's still way more stuff I would like to see them do in terms of ratings. You know, I have my own idea of how I would like the game rated. You know, personally, I would like to see a lot of this stuff hidden, you know, underneath where we don't see it. It's under the hood. It'd be more so like what we saw in APF. But anyway, you know, just to get back and stick to the point here, my opinion on this, man, is I think is great. It's absolutely great. You know, if your starter is not in the game, your elite player is not in the game, your quality starter, etc., you should feel the brunt of that. And I think what it was going to do specifically for guys like myself that play in a franchise is going to have us really have to, you know, manage that roster. You know, it is going to add that additional layer of immersion, which we would love to see deeper immersion, you know, i.e. roster management. And don't get me started on the lack of depth that's in franchise, but at least this will, you know, keep us engaged, and we have to pay attention to who's playing, you know, what players are injured. Like, really pay attention to that and really feel the effect of it. Because I don't feel like in Madden 19 that you always feel the effect of an elite lineman going down. You know what I mean? I don't feel like you always feel that effect. I think this is going to further that effort. So I really appreciate that part of it. But, you know, of course, we have to see how everything plays out. But I'm in favor of the lower ratings. I really am. You know, especially with these superstar abilities. Imagine now, you know, you have your backup left tackle or right tackle, or whoever gets, you know, matched up against a Khalil Mack, or your interior lineman. You know, your top guard has gone down. You know, for me, David DeCastro goes down, and now Aaron Donald is lined up opposite his replacement. That's going to be a problem, because with the pass rush being emphasized and things like that, then just talking particularly one area of the game, I think you're going to really see a big difference there. Hopefully, you know, hopefully this is balanced out the way it should be. Same thing with the secondary. I like the fact that now I need to worry about having quality corners, because we all know, we've seen in the past, and particularly it still happens in Madden 19, you have guys out there using subpar cornerbacks, and they're able to, you know, defend everything. And basically, you know, guys are clicking on and being able to swat. And that's another beef that I got. The SWAT mechanic works way too well. And we'll still, you know, yet to see how that's going to pan out. But I think based off of how the player movement and all of that is, you're supposed to be a little more respected and things like that. I can't wait to see that type of stuff. You know, how fast can guys players when they click on. So from what I played in the beta, it seems like there's more one-to-one interaction, and didn't really see as much shifting and warping, etc., etc. You know, of course, I'm pretty sure it still exists to some degree. But, you know, kind of getting off of the point a little bit, I hope that this rating spread will be respected along those lines as well. To where if you do have a subpar corner going up against a DeAndre Hopkins or somebody like that, like an elite receiver, Julio Jones, then you really should feel that. You should feel that difference there, where you should be able to eat against this guy and feast on him all game unless the defense adjusts. So that's what I hope we're going to see, you know, with the drastic drop off between the elites, near elites, quality starter, low level starter, and backup. You know, I hope we're going to see that type of separation amongst all positions in the game. And again, if the gameplay supports it, if the game is still playing as smooth as it felt in the beta, then this could be a big thing. You know, this could be a big thing that can catapult them to other things in the future if they continue to stay in this mindset in terms of how they're doing the ratings. Because I think the biggest hurdle has been, you know, not wanting to have ratings so low and offending people, etc., etc. So this could very well be a key change that is bigger than what most people are thinking. You know, in terms of, again, design, and in terms of how, you know, the Madden, again, the people who govern Madden, how they present the game. Because trust me, this argument and what we're seeing here, we've asked for this a long time ago in terms of lowering the ratings, and there was always pushback. So, you know, this is a bigger feat than most people would think, you know, but again, I'm not going to get into the weeds of all of that. It is what it is. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, man. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a significant change. I think we will be able to feel it in gameplay. At least I hope so. And let's just see, you know, and it should be that way. It should be that way. And I want to see this in just a sidebar here. I want to really see this play out as well in the competitive space. You know, when they're doing the MCS and, you know, the guys are competing, I want to see the ratings and things like that really matter. Now, obviously, you know, these guys are going to be playing with, you know, salary cap teams and MUT teams. You know, most of these guys are going to have significant players. However, if you are unable to, or if you are playing salary cap and, you know, you're managing your cap and you don't have a strong, you know, left tackle or what have you, or a strong cornerback, I want to see that really play out, where that really is your weakness. So like I said, sounds good on paper. We still have to see how it all plays out, but I'm definitely in favor of this rating stretch to make things a little more authentic, as well as for franchise guys. You know, we really have to be concerned with our roster, you know, managing the roster, and, you know, free agency and all of that will make a difference now. You can't just have bum players in certain areas and think you're going to be successful. So we'll see. But that's all I got on that. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, let me know what you think. Peace.